learning today how to reveal your horse's perfect ideal trot. And every horse has inside of them their perfect ideal trot. So let's discover 5 tips that will help you to pull that out of your horse, to find it and to develop. So yeah, every horse inside of them has their most perfect and ideal trot. It's our job to discover what that is, how to get it, and then how to develop it and to scale it or to amplify it. And have you ever just dreamt what it would be like, or you just dream of that perfect ideal trot, riding it, you know, the trot that makes you giggle, where you're riding along as if to music, or maybe out in the pasture or a wide open field, just trotting that effortless, smooth, easy, fun trot. Do you dream of that? I didn't know how to find it. I didn't know how to get that. But it is a question of probably every horse person, right? Finding that easy to ride trot, or that, most fun trot. I'm going to give you 5 tips here to help you to discover that. Let's start with the very first one, is the warm-up, which is so crucial. And if you would like my very slow warm-up video training that I've done, it's totally free. It's a video training. Just put YES in the box below for me and I'll make sure it's sent out to you. But if you would like that training, it goes through a very slow and strategic, methodical, and effective warm-up that's good for getting the synovial fluid moving into your horse's joints so that you know that your horse is warming up and ready to move. So yeah, the warm-up is so crucial. And a lot of us don't spend enough time or attention on the warm-up for our horse. It's pretty common, isn't it? And every horse has a different ideal warm-up for them that works the best for them. So in the end, it really is all about testing, tweaking, evaluating what is working for you and your horse, and finding what gives you the best results and the most comfort for your horse, right? But warm-up, I must say, is one of the most important things. All right, number 2 is saddle fit. This is a topic that I used to teach in my clinics and always took up so much time and effort because it's always something, again, that's constantly changing. But we do need attention to the saddle fit, right? And with the changing seasons, we get changing body shapes, the amount of hair, the amount of body fat, the amount of fitness, the amount of conditioning, musculature. Those things are all going to affect saddle fit. So I recommend that either you know the details yourself about what I was talking about here, and you can learn. It's not difficult. It just takes time to learn that skill, or you can hire somebody, but make sure you hire somebody who really knows what they're talking about, right? Number 3 is pain. It's important to eliminate any pain or know any pain areas in your horse's body, right? So just imagine you are an athlete or you are a dancer. If you have pain somewhere, you're going to be compensating for that pain somewhere else in your body. And that will set up a chain reaction, because we are holistic beings, right? Everything is related to everything else. So if there is a point of pain somewhere, that is going to cause problems with your trot, okay? So eliminating pain, or at least identifying the pain and then working with that. Number 4 is your positioning. The knowledge that you know your horse's weaknesses and your horse's strengths, right? And if you know those 2 things, you also then probably know your horse's habits, right? So their positioning, the positioning of their body and their positioning, and able to give you that perfect ideal trot. If there is some crookedness or some habit of stuckness in their body, they just will not be able to give it to you. It's just not possible. So, knowing that positioning of their weaknesses, their strengths, and therefore their habits, and then working with that to help them to level out the weaknesses and the strengths, find the middle ground, and find the habits that are holding them back. Number 5 is then scaling the trot. So finding the ideal and perfect trot, the ideal place for that, scaling it or amplifying it. So as you push a little bit forward to amplify that trot that you've identified, you may go backwards a little bit, back into the habits that your horse has, or the weaknesses that your horse has. Recognizing that that is going to happen, and then accepting that plateau place, knowing that you will then go higher with your trot after that. It takes time for us to develop our horse's skeletal system and the musculature and the nerve innervation along with it, the whole system. It takes time for all that coordination to get in place in order to develop and amplify so that you will then have that perfect ideal trot that you're looking for. So thanks so much for being here. It's great to have you. Feel free to ask questions and have a good weekend. I will be back again next Friday.